What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to another episode of #Career Conversations with Tech Sergeant Williams. I'm here today with Staff Sergeant Ackles. She's one of my teammates here, and we're going to be talking to her today about her Air Force journey and her experiences. So welcome, Sergeant Ackles. Why don't you tell us a little bit about your personal background?
Yeah, so thank you, Sergeant Williams. So I'm Sergeant Ackles. I'm the recruiter here out of Livonia. I'm actually from Michigan to begin with. I'm from Redford, which is right outside of Detroit. Born and raised here, and then I'm in the middle of 5 kids. So the reason why I kind of got into the Air Force, what got me interested, is because watching my older brother and sister, they both decided to go into college right after high school. They were working and trying to pay their way through school, take out loans, apply for like grants and scholarships, and just seeing them up at night, like with my parents, trying to figure out how they're going to pay for school and do work at the same time. I kind of realized that's not something I was interested in. So while I was a senior in high school, we actually had a Marine recruiter there. And I went and talked to him for a little bit, and he kind of told me all the benefits of the military, but I was more interested in the medical side of things. So I went across the hall into the Air Force office and spoke to them, and I actually decided to join right after graduation. I was still 17, so I had my mom and dad sign some paperwork. So I entered the DEP at 17. I was kind of waiting for a medical job for a while. They weren't coming up. They're very hard to come across. So I decided to go in a general category, so the general aptitude area. So I went to basic training without knowing what my job was going to be, and I got selected for a dental assistant while I was in basic training. So I was pretty excited about that. After basic training, I stayed in San Antonio. So I went to Fort Sam, Houston, learned to be a dental assistant. So that's a little bit about my background.
Yeah, so you bring up a really good point. Medical is a really saturated career field and a highly sought after career field. And so you had to take a little bit of a leap of faith, with the Air Force in order to get that job. And it ended up paying off for you. So that's great.
Yeah, for sure.
How long have you been in the Air Force now?
I've been in, it will be 9 years next month.
Awesome.
That's crazy.
So must be treating you well.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Cool. Okay, so tell us a little bit more about the job. So dental is a pretty broad career field from what I understand. It's like you train under the dental umbrella, and then there's a lot of different places to work. So tell us about what you've done under that career field.
Yeah, for sure. So when you first start, it's dental assisting. So it's, you learn how to work with the doctor in assisting in like basic dental needs. Like when you go to your normal dentist for a filling or a sealant or whatever, we assist in that. And I did that for a year, but I was lucky enough, I got Ramstein, Germany as my first base. So it's a really large base. So we had every type of dental provider there. So after I did general dentistry for a year, I was selected to go to ortho, which is where the braces side of things. So I got to learn how to be an ortho tech. So help put on braces, take them off. That was probably my favorite position. I did 2 years there, so I got to see people with not the most perfect teeth, and then when their braces come off and they have like these perfect smiles, which is awesome. So after 2 years there, I was selected to go do prophy. So that's like the hygiene part of it. So the teeth cleaning. The Air Force paid for me to go back to San Antonio, Texas, learn how to do that for a few months. Came back to Germany and did hygiene for 2 years. And then after I did hygiene, I PCS'd or moved over to California, where I was selected to do oral surgery. So then I got to learn how to work like in an operating room in an emergency setting, and we got to kind of any surgery from the neck up. So whether it's cosmetic or like realigning jaws, we did like eyeballs that got put out of place, we got to put them back into place. We do ear surgery. So I got to learn all this stuff and figure out kind of what side of dental I liked the most, which was probably my favorite part.
Really cool. Yeah, super cool. I think I remember you telling me you got to travel to some unique places even within your career field. You go to like Spain one time, or?
I did, yeah. So when I was stationed over in Germany, because we're such a large base, we kind of help out all the satellite clinics around. So we have another base called
Rhoda?
Moran. Nope,
Roan?
Moran. I was like, it's
Yeah,
not Moran. I'm
yeah,
like, not
no
Moran.
worries.
So we have a large population over there, but we don't have any medical over there. So they usually go to Rhoda for all their medical. But instead, it was cheaper to send dental assistants down there every 6 months to do cleanings instead of having everyone there travel up to Germany. So yeah, I got selected. So I got to do that twice. I got to go down there and yeah, hang out in Spain for a week. It was
Cool.
nice.
That's cool. Okay. Okay, so do you have any advice for anybody that might be considering the Air Force as a possible career option or is in the delayed entry program and might be a future dental technician or anything of that nature?
Yeah, so for the people interested in or on the fence about the Air Force, do it. Just do it. And I know I'm a recruiter saying this, but honestly, even before I became a recruiter, I could not speak more highly about the Air Force. And when, like, you asked me how long I've been in, it's insane to think that I've been in for 9 years. I feel like the time has gone by so quickly. And while I've been in, so I joined for school. I wanted to get my degree and I wasn't sure I was going to pay for it. Um, but the relationships I've made while being in the Air Force, never in a million years would I make those relationships anywhere else. Um, the experience I got to do. So before I joined, I was thinking about being a dental hygienist. Thankfully, due to the Air Force, I found out I did not like that. But I do love working in other sections of the dental, and I really do enjoy the medical field. And I got to learn and experience all this without paying any money out of pocket. Travel. So again, being one out of five kids, we traveled as much as we could. It was driving like to a few states here and there, but no real big travel. I got stationed over in Germany and got to travel to 25 other countries while I was over there, which was something I could have never even imagined being
Yeah.
from Redford, Michigan, like a small town in Michigan, like, oh yeah, I'm just going to go hop over to England for the weekend.
Right.
Like I'll be back for work on Monday, don't worry. And it wasn't a big deal. And um, yeah, so joining just for the education, which I am working on my second associates. I'm more than halfway to my bachelor's degree. I have zero debt. My husband was in the Air Force as well. He's about to graduate from Berkeley and he just got his master's degree plan. Again, all paid for, like no debt, is just insane. So just do it. It's just totally worth it. And then for the people in the debt who already like have decided that this is the career field they want to go into, just soak it all in. Don't just be there like to get your job done. Like don't, you're just gonna stay in your room and do whatever. Like branch out. Definitely the relationships you make while you're in the Air Force are gonna pay off huge when you decide to get out.
Amazing. All right, cool. So thanks for joining us today. Thanks for sharing your story. Thanks for your insight.
For sure.
And for those of you that are watching, you can click up here in the top right-hand corner for more information on the U.S. Air Force. And you can always reach out to your local recruiter. You can find us on airforce.com, click Find a Recruiter. So again, Sergeant Williams here, Career Conversations. We're out.